going to show you how to sequence a beat on the KORG Triton. So this is the old KORG Triton. And I'm going to show you the screen. You can always adjust, like right here, you can always adjust the intensity, the light intensity. So I'm going to adjust it so that you can see what I'm up to here. All right, bear in mind I'm doing this all with one hand because I'm trying to film it at the same time. All right, so when you turn it on, let's turn it off and I'll show you from scratch. All right, so it's off. Turn on your machine. This is a really old Triton. This is 2000. This Triton is almost 19 years old, believe it or not. 19 years old. So it's my oldest keyboard. I got this TS12 afterwards. And at the bottom, I've got an XF8, which I got in 2010. So this is by far the oldest of all my keyboards. So you turn it on. Okay, the moment you turn it on, you hit sequence. Hit the sequence button. The screen changes and shows you tracks 1 to 8. And there's a little tab down here to go from 9 to 16 if you wanted to. But for now, we're just going to stay on 1 to 8. The next step is to select the sound you want. So I'm going to select a beat first. So I'm selecting drums there. I have the expansion cards in here. So you'll notice some of my sounds are a little bit different. I've got a few of the old ones, but you know, the expansion cards replace some of the sounds. So I don't have all the original sounds. I could install them again if I wanted to. But what I'm going to do, let me just use one of the old sounds for this first instrument, okay? Now, to get the ball rolling, you need to select your tempo. And to get an idea of the tempo, you need to hit the record right button before hitting the start stop button. So I'm going to hit the record right button. And that tells me my tempo. So that's my tempo at 120. I want to program a beat around 90, so I'm going to turn it down to around 90. There we go. Now it's at 90, I'm ready to hit the start stop button. And then I am going to just play a beat of some sort. Okay, I'll use those. And I've got a 4-beat countdown. So the moment I hit the start button, you're going to see the countdown. So I'm going to hit start. See the countdown. 4, 3, 2, let's go. All right, now with that as my track 1, I'm just going to choose an instrument for track 2. And I'm going to use one of my expansion card sounds. But I need to change the track. Did you see nothing really happened? That's because I have not changed the track here. See? Change the track to track 2. You know, in retrospect, this keyboard is a pretty cool keyboard for its time. year 2000, because if you compare it to the XF8, the XF8 has killer sounds, but it's just no good that it's not touchscreen. Hopeless. So Yamaha, you need to get with the program. You need to change your screen, guys. What are you doing? This is 2019. You ain't even caught up with the 2010 technology from these guys at Korg. You know, I'm beginning to have second thoughts about staying with Yamaha. All right, so now I've changed it to the second track. Gonna find something to use here. Okay. All right, let's go. Countdown again. See, the moment you press that, countdown starts, and you, the moment you hit record, or should I say start stop. So let me do that again. You hit record, and the metronome just keeps on going. Nothing's really going to happen until you hit the start stop button. And when I hit that, see, it counts 4, 3, 2, 1. So that was bad. I need to get rid of what I did. And the way to get rid of that, because that's obviously an error. So you hear that? That's an error. So if you want to reset the metronome, just hit locate. It goes back to 0. And then hit compare. See that? It goes back to what it was before. It's kind of like your undo button. So let's do that again. Let me find the right note. All right, it's the F sharp. There we go. I want that or that or that. All right, so here we go. Start. 3, 2, 1. So I did it deliberately to have a little bit of lag, so it does sound a little bit off. But that's my second track, and now I'm just going to add a third one. Put a bass in there. I like the dark bass. So let me select track 3. That's track 3 there now. Okay. Not quite. Almost. That's the fretless. That's not the one I want. I want the dark bass. Yeah, there we go. The only thing about the dark bass is you can't select 2 notes at a time. You can't do any double stops if you wanted to. So I am going to select fretless after all. Okay, I can always change it. So let's go. All right. So that is the call, and what I'm going to do is just loop it. So let's hit menu. No, I'm mistaken. Preference. It's been a while. The XF8 has almost taken over my life, but not completely. I still remember a little bit of this. All right, so hit preference, loop, and I'm going to loop 8 bars. and I don't want my great work to go to waste. So what you want to do, hit disk. It will amaze you. Floppy disks are still in demand. So I'm going to hit save, like down there. You see save? So let's hit save. And up here, and save all. You see save all? You need to hit save all. I want to save it all. All of it. All of it. Let me do that again. Save all. Oh, just sequence. Actually, I should just save sequence. So let me just save sequence because I didn't really make any adjustments to the program, so I don't need to save all. So I'm just going to save sequence and OK. And it's saving. Not bad for a 19-year-old keyboard, huh? All right, and I'm going to hit the sequence button one more time. And over here, this is where the save-in magic takes place. You can see there's a floppy disk that goes in here. That is how I save my stuff. Some people have SCSI and other fancy bits. But that's how I get around to saving my stuff when I'm programming on the Triton. So let's hit the start button and hear what's going on. So there's a little bit of delay there, obviously, because I haven't quantized it. There's a way you can quantize if you want to. So just for the demonstration, I will show you how to do that. I believe you go to Preference, and nope, I obviously cannot remember that piece. Some days I just don't remember that. So let me see. It's amazing how you can forget what you knew so well once before. All right, I'm going to give it a few seconds and see if my memory, if my memory boots for me to remember how to do this. Gee. No. I'm going to guess it's track edit. Track edit. Yep, track edit. And there it is. So let me do that one more time. You hit the menu. So you hit the menu button, and then you want to hit track edit. And this is the bass. So I don't really want to edit the bass. I need to select the drums. So it's going to be my hi-hat and my kick. So I'm just going to do both of them. Hit the track edit at the top there, quantize. I'm going to select measures 1 to 8, or you could select anything. There's nothing from 8 on anyway. So measures 1 to whatever. The resolution, I am going to select that. Oh no, not that. The one with 2 tails, that one. Okay, and then I'm going to hit OK. And that should correct my track 1. And then I move it up to track 2 and do exactly the same thing. And that's going to quantize it, and it will sound less wobbly. So let's see how it sounds now. So you see it transitions quite well. I'm going to make it a little bit quicker. So it somehow got to 89. I'm going to bump that up towards 100. And then I'm going to put one more track on there. Let's put some EP on there. some electric piano. I also have an expansion card for the pianos. So my sounds may be a little bit different from yours. Okay, there we go. Let's see, let's take this for a run. So you notice there's something that happened at, I think it's beat 3. So I'm just going to see if I can go from 5 to 8 instead. That's one of the good things about the Triton. You can just choose where you want to loop. That's it. Now it's looping. You see that? So these are just some interesting things to learn. I'm going to put an overdub here to get that first note. That first note on the bass that's actually missing on the countdown of 5. So I'm going to go to 5 and I'm just going to hit. So let's do that. And that's that. And I can go back. Something else you can do on the Triton, just so that it loops infinitely, is you can go to this PLY loop, play loop. I believe that's what it means. And right there, you can just select track 1 and 2. And you can just take them from 0 to 5. You see, just hit that. And then on the keyboard here, just select 5 and hit enter. And you can see it's kind of ready, armed to go. But when I hit enter, it turns, you see that? And then down here, I can just go up to 8 for both of them. And it will immediately play me just 5 to 8, even if it's all the way at 1 in the beginning. You see, in the beginning, like here, it's at 1, but what I've done here is going to override wherever it is. See that? So let's go back to the piano. Not quite. Try something else. Okay, let me figure out a line for this. Okay, let's see if this works. Not quite. All right, let's try it again. It's kind of hard doing it with one hand. All right. So I'm going to repeat what I did again. And loop this all the way from 1 to 8 and quantize it. So again, hit the menu, hit track edit, quantize that, say OK. And you can adjust the volumes here in the mixer. You see that you got the mixer here? See that? Mixer, you can adjust the volume. So if you want your keyboard to be lower, you can do that. Your bass to be lower, you can adjust the volumes. And then if you hit menu again and you go to master effect, you can tweak up the hi-hats, the high frequencies. See that? See that? Take the mids down. And you can put some reverb if you want. See? So up here, I'm going to choose some reverbs. I'm going to choose just a basic reverb, wherever that is. Okay, I'm just going to choose Hall. And if I bump this up here, you see, because it's effect 2, you got to tweak up the return there, and then you go to the actual track by hitting menu and track parameter. Is it? I think. Or maybe I'm not right. Again. Let me think. It's got to be menu and something. Menu and track. I believe it is track parameter. I am very sorry, but this escapes me at this time. It's been so long. I thought I knew. Is it here? Mixer. Is it mixer? It's amazing how much you can forget so quick. Okay, I do apologize. I can't remember that one. If I do, I will come back to it. But there is somewhere that this effect control is. I just cannot remember. It's not zone control. Insert effect, of course. Right there. All right, so that's insert effect. And you'll hear the something else I should show you. It's probably good that happened. You can press solo on, so you can just hear one instrument. So if I play the track, I can turn it on so that all you hear is the bass. Or, see that? So you can play these solo. Okay, so that's that. Let me see what something strange has happened to my keyboard sound. It seems to have absolutely vanished. Okay, so I'll probably have to play that again. Let me try that again. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you can see I made a mistake there, but I'm not ready to deal with that. So I am going to do what I had done before. I am going to quantize that track. And then I'm going to loop it such that only measure, I should say, 1, 2, 4 plays. And let's see if that works. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. No wonder. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 4. Okay. And I think this is meant to be, I think this is 5 to 8 as well. Let's see. All right, there seems to be something strange happening with my track. Keyboard track 4, let's see. There's something funny. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, so when you have loop selected like that, it's only going to take what's within the loop. So that's my bad. I should have hit overwrite. I should have changed it to overwrite. So that's a lesson to be learned. When you're recording straight on the first beat up, make sure you take it off loop or it will not record. I bet if I get to track 5, it started recording. See that? So that's why we had nothing there. All right, so I reset it and I'm gonna hit record and we're gonna do it again. Okay. Okay, so now I can go back to loop everything from 1 to 8 for my keyboard track, and I can go to menu, track edit, and I'm going to quantize it. Exit and play. Bit loud, so I'll take this down. And now I'm just gonna insert that effect again. So the second effect with the reverb. So there you are. You can add whatever you like. Add a quick string track, 1 to 4. All right, very noisy. I know it's out of order. I'm gonna take it down. All right, so here is the track. Let's start it off. Okay. This is gonna be some fun. End of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. I was just about to jam on the XF8. But that's going to be another day. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it taught you something. If you've got one of these, they're quite good for sequencing. Scrappy, quick on the go. Maybe on the next video that I do of these, I'll try to show you how to copy and paste and create a track. There's all sorts of stuff you can do with it, but it's been a while I used it. I used a lot of this for one of my albums called Urban Christmas. But since then, I've gotten the XF8, and I do a lot of stuff on the laptop now. So that's why I've forgotten a little bit of this stuff. But I hope you enjoyed it. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.